Why did Gabrielle Union demand a prenup that even $100 million couldn't bend? Gabrielle Union was 41 when she married NBA superstar Dwyane Wade. Before saying "I do," she demanded full clarity on money. No blended accounts, no surprise debts, no blurred lines. Wade, already a multi-millionaire, didn't argue. He told her, "I want you to feel protected." His calm agreement made headlines. Still, Gabrielle included one last clause. If infidelity ever happened again, she'd take a massive payout along with prime property in Miami. This wasn't paranoia. Wade had fathered a child with another woman during their early years. That scar shaped her resolve. Instead of ending it, they worked through the pain. Counseling, radical honesty, and patience pulled them back from collapse. Since then, their partnership has looked stronger. From parenting to philanthropy, from brand deals to private family life, they've shown up for each other every step. May their story continue to prove love and trust can be rebuilt. If you were in Gabrielle's shoes, would you demand the same or walk away? They're 17 years apart, but George Clooney said he'd give up everything just to be with Amal Alamuddin. So why? Turns out, Amal did 3 specific things that completely stole his heart. First, she said no to him twice. When George first asked her out, she turned him down. Not once, but twice. She told him, "I don't date actors." He said it was the first time a woman saw past his fame. That's when he knew she was different. Second, she made more of an impact than any Hollywood star ever could. While George was winning Oscars, Amal was taking on ISIS, saving refugee children and challenging governments in court. Fluent in 3 languages and holding a degree from Oxford, she was changing the world. Third, she changed his view on love in just 5 minutes. Before meeting Amal, George dated 13 women in 10 years, but no one lasted. During their first real conversation, he said, "I knew I wanted to marry her." He proposed within 6 months with a $750,000 ring. Which of Amal's traits do you admire most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. No one realized that Halle Berry set 3 traps after discovering her ex-husband's scandalous remarks to make sure she gets more after the divorce. Recently, Halle posted sun-soaked birthday photos just days after David Justice publicly blamed her for their failed marriage. Though their split happened decades ago, she smiled in a bikini and toasted freedom on camera. But insiders say it was all part of her long-term defense. Once David reignited old drama, Halle quietly reminded the world who really won. First, she kept full ownership of her Malibu home, valued at $18 million, by transferring it into a private LLC before finalizing her 3rd divorce. Next, she locked down her skincare brand and Netflix deals, worth over $15 million combined. None of it was considered marital property in any settlement. Lastly, she negotiated child support terms that capped payouts at $8,000 monthly, with only 4.3% owed on income above $2 million, protecting her future earnings. Still, here's hoping both thrive in their own lanes. Was Halle clapping back or just cashing out? 62-year-old Tommy Lee is dating a 32-year-old, his 15th relationship. But who are his 4 most unforgettable exes? First, Heather Locklear, America's charm meets rock's rebellion. Married in 1986, white dress, dark eyeliner, 500 guests. Elegance clashed with chaos. 8 years of love trying to balance passion with grace. Second, Pamela Anderson, the 90s hottest couple. Married after 4 days, honeymooned on a beach. 2 sons, 1 infamous video. Their love burned fast, inspired a Hulu series, but real life was far messier. Third, Sophia Tufa, German singer and dancer, Tommy's artistic muse. Engaged in 2014 after 5 years. Quiet, loyal, artistic. Their wedding never happened. Split quietly, no media buzz, just fading distance. Fourth, Elaine Starchuk, first wife, married in 1984, divorced within months. Model turned beauty mogul. I gave him my heart. He gave me a drum solo. Brief, loud, unforgettable. Now Tommy's with someone new. Is she the one who will outshine these legendary exes? Let me know your thoughts. Just yesterday, 70-year-old Kris Jenner got married again, and rumor has it she and her new husband want to have a baby. Do you know her exes? First, Robert Kardashian Kris married legal icon Robert Kardashian in 1978. They had 4 kids: Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob. Divorced in 91. He passed in 2003. She still calls him her first love. Second, Caitlyn Jenner. Then Bruce, Olympic gold medalist turned reality dad. They wed in 91. Had Kendall and Kylie. Built a billion-dollar brand. Caitlyn came out in 2015. The marriage ended, but the legacy stayed. Third, Corey Gamble. Since 2014, Kris has been with Corey, 25 years her junior. Music insider. Seen at every A-list event, from Paris runways to Palm Springs brunches. They've weathered rumors, kept it low-key. Hollywood's quiet power couple. Now she's married again. No name revealed. Whispers of baby plans. Science, surrogacy, speculation runs wild. At 70, Kris rewrites the rules. Still chasing chapters, still making headlines. Here's to living boldly at any age. Would you support Kris having another child? Let's hear it below. No one realizes that even though Keanu Reeves is the richest person in the world, there are 3 things money can't buy. Keanu's net worth is estimated at over $380 million. He's starred in billion-dollar franchises, owns multiple properties, and quietly donates millions to charity. He even gifted Harley-Davidsons to his stunt team. But his money isn't all powerful. First, he can't buy back the people he's lost. His girlfriend died in a car crash. His daughter was stillborn. His grief is quiet, but permanent. No amount of wealth rewrites that pain. Second, he can't buy a life free from loneliness. Despite fame, he's often seen alone. On park benches, in bookstores, riding the subway, he's beloved, yet solitary. Privacy comes at a cost. Finally, he can't buy control over his legacy. Fans adore him, but Hollywood still typecasts him. He's more than Neo or John Wick, but the industry rarely sees past the roles. Depth doesn't always sell. So, do you think even Keanu faces limits his fortune can't fix? They're openly gay, but their straight roles fooled everyone. Guess who? First, Jodie Foster. From The Silence of the Lambs to Contact, her on-screen romances with men felt real. Out since 2013. Married to Alexandra Hedison. Her vulnerability made every straight role convincing. Second, Luke Evans. Romantic leads in Beauty and the Beast and Dracula Untold. Out since 2002, keeps life low-key. His charm sold every on-screen pairing. Third, Kristen Stewart. From Twilight's Bella to indie dramas, she's been openly queer since 2017. Her intensity kept viewers hooked. Fourth, Neil Patrick Harris. As Barney in How I Met Your Mother, he played a womanizer for 9 seasons. Married to David Burtka since 2014, he nailed the swagger. Fifth, Cynthia Nixon. As Miranda in Sex and the City, she embodied the driven straight lawyer. Out since 2004, married to Christine Marinoni. Her sharp delivery made the role iconic. Talent makes the romance believable. Orientation doesn't. Who shocked you most? 5 female celebrities known for having the worst personal hygiene. And the last one might shock you. First, Julia Roberts. She's admitted she skips daily showers to save water. Julia also avoids deodorant, saying she likes to keep it natural. Fans love her talent but are surprised by her off-screen habits. Second, Cameron Diaz. Cameron wears the same clothes for days if she likes them. She rarely uses antiperspirant, claiming it's healthier. Friends say she's confident but not obsessed with smelling perfect. Third, Kristen Stewart. Known for her laid-back style, Kristen often skips hair washing for weeks. She's been spotted wearing the same outfit for days. It's her way of staying comfortable, though not for everyone. Fourth, Shia LaBeouf. On set, co-stars say he avoids showers to stay in character. He once wore the same clothes for months while filming. Some call it dedication, others call it extreme. Fifth, Mary-Kate Olsen. Her bohemian lifestyle once extended to her hygiene. Reports say her New York apartment was cluttered and dusty. Friends claim she cared more about art than cleaning. Hygiene is personal. Which habit here shocked you most? 6 famous actors who lost movie roles for shocking reasons. First, Olivia Munn, she passed on Deadpool, didn't want to play a passive girlfriend. Chose X-Men, Apocalypse instead, but Psylocke barely spoke. Fans were underwhelmed. Second, Jake Gyllenhaal auditioned for Batman Begins. Nolan picked Bale. Jake later joked he dodged a cape, but fans still wonder what if. Third, Julia Roberts turned down the proposal. Sandra Bullock made it hers. Julia once skipped Aaron Brockovich too, but returned and won an Oscar. Fourth, Orson Welles almost voiced Unicron in Transformers. Health issues cut it short. His final lines were dubbed a legend's last role, lost in edits. Fifth, Will Smith passed on The Matrix for Wild Wild West, admitted he didn't understand the script. Reeves became Neo. Will called it his biggest career regret. Sixth, Michelle Pfeiffer almost returned as Catwoman. Talks fell through. Anne Hathaway took the role. Fans still debate who ruled Gotham. Even stars miss out. Which casting choice shocked you most?